we are all frustrated. This frustration seems impossible to avoid. But what if the church could give you...
A giant man spreads his arms in greeting. Impenetrable black glasses hide at least half his face. The stranger smiles.
Reverend Santiago at your service, champion. Yes, I know you and I'm glad to meet you. If you sign up for my sermon, I'll be twice as happy to have your signature. Will you agree to make me happy?
He drapes an arm over your shoulder and laughs a sunny laugh. Santiago's lips, still stretched in a broad smile, twitch once or twice. Although his eyes are hidden behind the glasses, you can tell he's examining you closely. The Reverend's bright smile widens.
You know, it's hard to win Henrietta's confidence. You're a special person, that's for sure. If only I knew why. Anyway, the device you're asking for is the apex of our technology. I'm not comfortable handing it over to a stranger. No offense intended, of course. Let's do this. Since I want to know you better, I'll be watching out for you at our sermons. We conduct them every day at 6 p.m. on this very spot. Is that all right with you?
He extends his hand to seal the deal. Santiago's smile deepens.
My intuition is whispering that we'll get along well. Oh yes, my friend. See you at the sermon. My dearly beloved people of the Dome, brothers and sisters, pause and listen and think. The best for ourselves and the world. And we are all frustrated. This frustration seems impossible to avoid. But what if the church could give you the answers you crave? These teleglasses, they are everything we ever expected from the Dome. They are happiness and a better world. They are adventure. They are your loved ones and dearest friends. Your memories. They are the future we've all lost. And these things, everything, will be yours. If only you attend our sermon. The doors of the church are always open. We'll be waiting for you. My dearly beloved brothers and sisters, pause and listen and think. What brought you here to this desert? Was it money?
The Reverend turns to you with a smile.
How are you, champion? Will you attend our sermon?
The Reverend hands you a pair of teleglasses in an opaque white casing.
Wonderful! We'll begin the moment you put these on. To avoid any confusion, I'll tell you these are not those glasses. You will receive those after the sermon as we agreed.
People start gathering around the makeshift stage. Judging by their clothes, some of them came from the city, but most are locals. A handful brought their own glasses, but the majority has none. Apparently, they'll be hearing the sermon for the first time. Santiago is contentedly pacing the length of the stage, wearing his usual grin.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I do ask that you please forgive the delay. Once my assistants arrive with the equipment for any of you who've come without, we shall begin. Ah, here they are.
Lights shimmer behind the sewage gate. Some people with torches appear to drag a large wooden box up on the stage. Someone pries open the lid. Teleglasses are laid in rows in the box. The assistants begin to pass them out to the crowd. You're standing in the crowd, waiting for the sermon to start. Nothing's happened yet. The world around you is unchanged, except for the slightly purple tint. You look around. Everyone is hastily donning their teleglasses. The spotlights around the stage go dark, and the rippling screens turn off one by one. Vague, bright flashes fly past you in the gathering purple dusk, and you hear the sounds of the seashore. Waves are rolling in over a strip of pebbles onto fine, white sand. Looking more closely, you see the water is sparkling light blue, rose, and white. The waves are filled with light, although it doesn't resemble sunlight. Casting your head back, you look up at a peacefully blazing blue disk high in the sky. Someone takes you by the hand. You walk along the shore together. The sea washing up at your feet recalls memories, though it's hard to say whether they represent things that actually happened. Did you go looking for little crabs? Did you build a castle from a handful of wet sand that formed walls and towers by itself? The sunglasses you just picked up from the surf, did you ever really find them on a beach? Maria gives your fingers a playful squeeze. We could stay here forever. It doesn't matter where you were before. Here, you can build and live the life you want. The church gathers people to find solutions together. Stay with us, and you'll see how much we've achieved. But you'll have to come to the second sermon for that. The woman is holding you by the shoulders. The sand on her hands sparkles with minuscule neon lights. The soft roll of the waves brings peace. You walk contentedly alongside Maria. The sky overhead reminds you of a blue rose abyss. Massive glowing streams rise from the gleaming horizon like flames in slow motion. Your companion slows down a bit. We're almost there. You'll see something soon. She takes a step into the ocean, dragging you after her. The water splashes with each step, but doesn't slow you down at all. The dark blue dome above grows ever larger and lighter, as if you were strolling right into the heavens, your feet never leaving the sea. When the opening above your head has vanished completely, you see an enormous arch lost in the boundless sky. A distant land dotted with seas roofs this world. The lights of settlements on this sky continent shimmer through gleaming clouds. Maria turns to you. We'll stop here. That faraway world can be yours. The church is willing to give it to each of us. All we need to do is take a step forward. Before you have a chance to respond, the space around you begins to fall apart. Everything decays into a grid of glowing lines which rapidly blink off, one by one. You rip the glasses off your head. Water's sloshing in your boots and the ground around your feet is wet. A novitiate standing by the stage is holding a fire hose. He closes the nozzle and drags it away. Then the lanterns all come on again, illuminating the stage where Santiago's standing, arms thrown up.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Maria and I will be waiting for you at our next sermon. My dearly beloved people of the Dome, brothers and sisters, pause and listen and think. What brought you here to this desert? Was it money? Adventure? Good.
Seeing you, Santiago's smile broadens.
How did you like the sermon? It was well worth your time, right?
The Reverend continues to smile, but his eyes are moving behind the black glasses. Santiago is examining you closely. He pulls a massive pair of teleglasses wrapped in wires from his pocket.
I watched you during the sermon. I'm not surprised that Henrietta chose you. Her instinct for people with potential has always amazed me.
Santiago hands you the device.
Here, say hello to Henrietta for me. My dearly beloved people of the Dome, brothers and sisters, pause and listen and think. What brought you here to this desert? Was it money? Adventure? Will? One thing every one of us has.
Russo is comparing the readings with the data in her notebook.
Any news? We need to prepare this thing for the new trials as soon as possible.
The White sets the device on the table.
Here's something funny. I gave the latest version of these to our engineers. They took it apart and told me the technology can't be replicated at this point. The circuit board customizations are completely foreign to them. We have no idea what makes them tick. That means we'll need to perform our sun dance for the abbot. Round and round.
She adds.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeit.